Hey, everybody. In addition to accessing our alternate Sunday episodes as well as the Thursday sessions as soon as they are released by subbing to our Black Kluge tier on Patreon, we're also pleased to announce that individual episodes will be available for purchase going forward at a cost of $3 per episode.
Just like, okay.
But I mean, what is the... Jay, what is this? I hope I don't ever see my name up there.
That's the greatest. Oh, man. You know,
Now, I like pussy meat that reeks like old gym socks and piss. You know? It's like, I'll tell you what. I got an oxygen mask full of pussy stink that I take hits off of before shows. It keeps me sharp, you know what I'm saying? Roses are red, violets are blue. I want pussy that smells like dog shit on my shoe. Ow!
Do you know, Howard, to this day, I actually still don't know what this song is about. I wrote it in like 30.
I was in the bottom of the barrel with Joe. I didn't give a fuck. I don't care if you worked at Applebee's or you freaking worked at Walmart. But that's something.
what are we going to...
And he said, he held it up and said, there's a lot of crazy people out there.
He's right. Here, put these on there. You got a mic.
Last time I met you, you were much younger.
I know. Do you believe what's happened to me?
Fantastic.
I do.
And there's all these sort of cavemen dancing around this big fire that they've just made, and they're burning wheels.
Well, then eventually the guy, I was like, where do you get this weed? And the guy was like, honestly, we just get it at the store also. And I was like, they just get it. I was like, this. And I think a lot of those people probably just got jobs. And I looked to my wife, who numbered A1 and A2. And I was like, oh no. I was like, that seems close. That seems very close.
Maybe the seating's backwards.
The next day, there's all these stories like, Seth Rogen didn't enjoy that award show. Like, why was he in such a bad mood at that award show? And I'm like, I wasn't in a bad mood. I was just hot. These guys get what to do here. Like, literally from the, like, you're flying through space and the cosmos, and like, within 30 seconds, I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever experienced in my, less so that morning than on most days.
With you, I never know. It's like,
compared to what they do for a living, you know?
Welcome, ladies and gents, back to QF, a podcast about Howard Stern. I'm Fillmore, your host, a.k.a. Jim Fix. With me for this particular breakdown / interview coverage is Miss Raven Alexis. How are you, my dear?
Hey, Fillmore. I'm good. Hey, everybody. We've got Beth continuing the damage control tour, but she called in on the telephone this day.
Yep.
Which is Tuesday, May 12th. And then, of course, Howard has his abandonment issues because she left him alone. And she's in the city doing like Kelly Clarkson and Andy Cohen. So, of course, he doesn't take well for that. And she was only gone like a day and a half. Mm-hmm. But he's going to let us know what an awful morning he had because of that. And then Weird Al came in with his band, and that was very awkward and strange. It was about an hour. But I love when the people he's interviewing kind of give him either not what he's looking for, or they give him crap, or they don't answer. And that's what I loved about that one, was the band just was not cooperating with him. Yeah. Because, he likes to ask them about their instruments and when they started playing, and just dumb musical questions that
it's minutia. It's minutia. He did it with just about, like, the worst is when he goes, wow, what's that sound, and how do you make that? He acts like a 5-year-old being shown a fire hose at the fire station for the first time. Like, what does this button do? And Weird Al, I don't remember what he was promoting. Has he got a documentary out coming out? I think that was it.
He's got a summer tour of 90 shows.
Yeah.
And then he's got it's sort of it's not confirmed, but it's in the works. And it's funny because Howard gets it wrong, the plug or the announcement for
Yeah,
it.
that's
But
great.
he's basically said that he's given rights for his music to be played on like a show, like a
Yeah.
play or a musical in New York City, but
Okay.
he's not going to be there, and Howard thinks he is. So
Okay.
that'll be
That's
fun
that's
when we get
fantastic.
to it. I don't know if we're going to get to the Weird Al stuff today,
Yeah.
but it's funny. I actually take pride in cutting the interviews now because he likes to say he's the greatest interviewer,
Hmm.
and we show just the opposite. So now I'm approaching interviews in a whole different manner. And this week when Sting and Shaggy were on, I went back because I honestly was falling asleep.
Yeah.
I had off that day
Yeah.
and I was falling asleep on my couch while I was trying to clip it. So I went back and re-listened and I'm like, I grabbed about 10 more clips.
Oh yeah.
So in the right mind frame, I can go to town on these things. But
Yeah.
otherwise, they're so boring and so uninteresting
Yeah.
that it's really hard to like focus or pay attention. But if I'm in my killer mindset where I just want to go after somebody and take out some anger issues,
Yep.
that's the time to clip it. So I went back, I redid it, and I got a bunch for that. And we'll get to it eventually, but like it's nothing that great.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get through some more of this Beth stuff because this is just, like I said, 30 to 40% of the show has been how great a guy he is and how she's a saint and all that she does. And it's just too funny because the way it coincides with the lawsuit that
Yeah.
we're waiting desperately to hear the next step in, which is later this month, I believe. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. And I heard you and Carrie do the latest show talking about, because he's the lawyer of QF,
Hmm.
and I was anxious to hear his take on things. And
Yeah.
it looks like it could go either way, depending on, like a forgery specialist or some sort of IT person to come in and get the metadata that shows that because they had remote control over
Hmm.
Leslie Kuhn's computer,
Yep.
that there's a lot of question marks right now. So the fact
It's
that it hasn't gone away and everything, I just view everything that Howard says from the lens of damage control and talking himself up. And it's either victim mode or hero mode. It
sometimes
just goes
both.
back and forth. And sometimes it comes out to be both. Yeah.
Yeah. And in the meantime, in yet another puff piece, that Robin announced on on the show that she was fucking quote cancer free, which is a bullshit. It's a bullshit label that people do in the business to make themselves feel better about something or to get attention, and that's what she needed for this. It coincided with a People magazine piece, which by the way has one comment to it, one in 2026. You don't say you're cancer free. You can say it's in remission. You could say there's no evidence of disease, like NED, I think it's called, the acronym.
Mhm.
But it just means her cancer markers are really, really low, which is a good thing for her. It means that she'll have another, who knows, months. It could be, who knows, it could be another year. That's great for her. But you don't get to 3C cancer and have what she had done to herself, and you have to have like 5 years cancer free, and then they're very optimistic after that. But if she was doing chemo last year, which we have audio of him saying she was on
Mhm.
chemo, which he could be a 79 and be relating to, even earlier than that. I don't buy it. And she was doing maintenance chemo at the very least. Then that's not even that's not even a year. So you don't say that early on in the process.
No, and I still think this is tied into the lawsuit
Yep.
where it's sympathy for her and him for
Yes.
all that they've been through on their cancer journey.
Yep.
And for her to come out and say this is very bold. There's a lot of different ways to say it.
Yep.
Significant improvement.
Mhm.
Things are looking good. Cell counts are down, whatever the terminology might be.
Yep.
But to say you're cancer free, I mean, I personally would worry about karma coming back and bite me in the ass for that
Oh
one.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think this was just another desperate attempt for PR for both
Yep.
of them because of the narcissist
Yep.
traits. And anything to take away from the bad press that the show gets about the lawsuit.
Well, yeah, and the last time they did this stuff was he was getting attacked for other stuff online, like it was going through the media was going through he was going through the renegotiation process. There was the Me Too stuff that came up at like his blackface stuff was in the media, like it started making the rounds again, Epstein connections and all this stuff. So they had to start going into the history of how they got together and how Robin, came to be part of the show, and it was all just cover up. It was all literally, let's get this into the press cycle and pile on. It's an old technique.
Right. And the other two tropes that come about a lot is the Dana Plato and the Anna Nicole Smith.
Yes.
I see them cycle through on TikTok every now and then, and it's
big time.
Just to kind of educate a younger generation that this guy has done some shady stuff in his past, and someone's putting it out there. There's enough haters like us that it's never going away. It's just going to grow stronger and gain more momentum. Even if it's slow, there's still enough people that are just fed up with the show and him. And the way he talks about money and his staff, like telling them to bring lunch to work so they could save $25 a day on buying, or 15 to 25 on lunch.
Yes.
Like he's so out of touch.
Yeah.
He's shocked that people still drink soda.
Yep.
Like soda is a huge industry.
Yep.
And we all know it's bad for us, but we still are freaking addicted to it and drink it. And he's just like, I haven't had soda in years, bragging basically, but to put down people about it. And then we found out Wolfie drinks like 6 to 7 cans of
sure.
cherry Dr. Pepper a day and whatever. Like, it's just, it's the worst content. And he comes off so poorly in that he's out of touch with like real common man.
Totally disconnected. And when his wife, we posted one of the Instagram pictures of her with a plate of like sugar, just sugar. It may as well have been a bag
carbs.
of it was like donuts, muffins or something like that. I can't remember what the hell.
There was
like
a cookie,
cookies.
a muffin, 2 bagels, a pretzel stick,
Yeah.
like not a pretzel, but like a doughy,
like an Auntie Annie kind of shit.
Picture like a pretzel nub, but like a 6-inch one, right? It basically looked like a dick and balls with the bagels and the pizza stick, the way she put it in the picture. And then she had like a pile of like gummy bears, Swedish fish, and whatever.
Yep. Like a kid at those candy stores, like, here, take whatever can fit on this plate, put it on there, and then we'll pay for it afterwards. And like at a bulk barn or some shit. Yeah, it's awful.
Well, they were at his grandson's 2-year birthday party.
Yes.
Which is funny because his birthday isn't until later this month, but they had it early because Ashley was expecting and she had the baby. She had it planned for this Saturday, but it came Monday.
Yeah.
And then that's a whole nother set of clips that you guys will get.
Yeah.
I haven't even sent them to Fillmore yet, but it's basically him pissed that her scheduled surgery, the baby came too early.
Yeah.
And it puts him out because now he has to travel into the city to go see the damn baby and spend 4 hours in a limo and 4 hours home, and his legs go numb, and it's just a whole freaking pain in my ass listening to this guy complain about his life and how he can't drink water. It's just, it never ends. His complaining, I can only imagine how bad. Like, he must spend 80% of his day bitching.
Minimum. Absolutely. Yeah. And so the first clip, guys, is called Beth Abandoned Me, and it's a long one, so hang in there.
Yeah,
Beth's
little nipple play. Yeah, Beth's still out promoting her book for, about animals.
So she's not there this morning either?
No. And I was annoyed because when Beth leaves, she kind of like, I love our cats and everything. I'm way into them, but as long as Beth is here to take care of them, like I always kind of say to her, can you just like we have different rooms for the cats and stuff. Can you just like kind of put everyone away so that when I'm alone, I don't have to take care of the cats and my
put them away. like sequester them. This is no different than when he has when he had to take care of the kids. And by the way, guys, I've been clipping like a motherfucker this week to look at because I'm just going through certain sections of the show, like over the decades, where he had to be responsible for the kids, and he treats them much the same way. Like, why can't we just have a room for them, like a cage for them to be in, and that's it? Because he had to look after the kids, part of the settlement of the divorce settlement. Yeah, go ahead.
So if you notice, he never mentions the help taking care of the cats.
No.
He just says, she abandoned me. She left for a day and a half, and I don't want any responsibilities when it comes to the cats. So are they starving? Who's taking care of them? Why aren't they there at 5 a.m.? Or why aren't they wrangling them from their pen? And then they come and allegedly crawl in your room on your bed and wake you, or cry outside your door and scratch at it. Like,
I have a question.
What's happening? Why is nobody on the ball with this stuff? Why are you, what is your plan for these cats if she's not there? I want to know.
Well, you're right. He never mentions the help. They never mention the help, but they must have some, at least like nearby, like I'd say a minimum of staff. It's not like I don't know, there's a butler and then a cook, and like everything is like specified hours. Like Howard Hughes might have them come in just for the duty and then leave, pardon the expression. And then like whatever's needed, they're there and then they disappear because they don't want them around. He doesn't really want the help around, especially after this lawsuit. He really has probably gotten even more paranoid than he already would be as a narcissist. But when you have cats, just because I'm not a pet owner at this point, when you have cats, as long as you have enough food and water and there's a kitty litter for them, how often do you actually have to be there to maintain for them? Like you could be away for a day and a half if you left them with enough food. How long would you have to change the litter box and replace it and clean it out?
Honestly, it depends on the number of cats per litter box. And if they're all using the same one, or if they're using multiple ones, you can't control which ones they're going to go to.
That's true.
So, if you have like a water fountain that has a constant supply of water and you leave enough food out, that's fine. You could get away with a day or two. And there's even like feeding setups with timers on them that open up at certain times so they don't gorge themselves.
Sure.
But I've tried those. My cats broke into it. It did not work.
That's great. Are they cats or are they honey badgers? Because they shouldn't be that smart.
No, they're like part panther or something because of the way that they navigate things, and they're very smart. Yeah. But if they smell food, forget it. I can't leave food on the counters. I have to shut my closet and my cabinets and keep stuff up where they can't get to it.
Okay, fair enough.
But all right.
My cats love me for some reason. I don't know why.
No,
but
I don't.
Literally,
I don't know. They just are attracted to you.
I know.
Pussy knows pussy.
I have this one cat, stares at me constantly, waits for me to play with her. And then like at the end, like I was eating dinner last night and I had to get back upstairs. I wanted to, tune up on Weird Al and all that other stuff I have to do for the show. And this one cat follows me upstairs and tries to break into my office. And my office is like where I go to think, and I can't be bothered with anyone.
With a cat.
No, I can't be bothered with anyone's needs. And this cat is so fucking needy. And I feel bad when I'm ignoring her. I have a real thing with animals. Like, I think they reflect my own neediness, and it disturbs me. So I'm fine when Beth's there. And so the cat, of course, I ate my dinner. And I threw her toy so she would chase the toy, and then I ran up to my office, but she outran me.
That's great.
Of course it did.
I'm surprised he didn't have a hook and a net, so like just pushing it away while he's, distracting it or something, or a taser. Fuck off, cat.
Yeah, they have those like fly swatters that are electric and you can zap bugs with. I'm surprised he doesn't use that for the cats.
Big time.
And she was standing there right at the door to my office, and I'm like, I sounded like my father. I was going, go over there, go over there. Trying to direct the cat away from my door so I could get in. And then I start muttering to myself, she leaves, that means she is my wife. She leaves.
Right.
She leaves me the cats. I can't get in my office. I have to work. I'm not out promoting a book. And I start to get completely insane.
What I love, what I love, you mentioned it. I think you did mention it in one of the previous breakdowns, but I don't think I pushed enough hard into it. But which is my bad. If she has a charity, right? If she she's got this charity, this North Shore, and the North Shore, sorry, Beth's Furry Friends or whatever. Why isn't it successful enough that he doesn't have to finance it anymore? That's the sign of a shit bullshit scam charity.
Oh, for sure. They have like storage closets full of all this stupid swag she's been hawking,
Calendars.
jewelry, clothes for people and pets,
Yeah.
and now books, 4 different books.
I love it. God. So the next clip, guys, continues. I had to feed 2 cats. Wah.
And then I woke up this morning and there was a prison break. There's a little, my wife has a special, I wake up and Pebble, our cat, is supposed to be in her area.
Yeah.
Except my cat, Helen, has figured out how to break down this door when they're in their room. They have this, don't even say it, they've got a spread, which is huge in the house. But there's a little door so that I don't have to deal with them in the morning.
Yeah.
They break out of that. Pebble comes racing downstairs and is rubbing into me, which means she wants to be fed. And my wife told me I would have no responsibilities for the cats while she was away.
Right.
But when my cats are hungry, I can't ignore that. How can I sit there and eat my breakfast if the cats are hungry? So I got...
You did it fine when you had 3 kids at home and your wife took care of everything. That was the problem. The problem is when you were expected to do anything, even a modicum of responsibility, you can't do it. It's extraordinary, the clips I've unearthed more recently, like how useless a tit he really is with his own kids. It is just... I mean, anybody who's done any reading on narcissism will tell you this is normal, but it's still, even though you experience it and you get used to it, whatever, it doesn't feel normal because nobody else acts like this.
No, it's one of those things where if your cat's hungry, you're going to know it. They're not going to, I mean, you don't have cats, but trust me, when they're hungry and they know a routine, they know a schedule, they keep time.
Yes.
They watch the sun come up and go down, and they know when their food is supposed to be out.
Oh, yeah.
Beth claims she gets up at like 3:30 or 4 a.m. just to do her cat rounds.
Bullshit.
And so if let's just say it's 5:30, right before, he's going down for his yogurt and blueberries before the show.
Yeah.
Then those cats are starving at that point. They're, an hour, 2 hours late on getting their food.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, they're going to try anything they can. I mean, I don't know if I believe any of this. It's a 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the story. I think it's more of retribution for Beth leaving him.
Yeah.
I don't think it really happened. And keep in mind, she admitted that she left 2 cans of wet food out on the counter for him to feed him with notes explaining everything. Well, I don't know what you got to explain. You just put bowls, a spoon, and some cans.
Did he know how to open them?
But he made it sound like he had to go searching for cans. He had to go find the food.
Yeah, he was foraging in the woods.
She planned all this, for him to do. Yeah. And he's still bitching.
Oh, yeah. And he has to get repaid for this by making it into non-tent for the show, which is, typical.
Out all the cat food.
Right.
I fed them. And then I start... This is like at 5 o'clock in the morning. I start ringing my wife on the phone.
Oh, no.
Basically, to tell her, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. You told me I wasn't going to be feeding the cat. Now, so she calls me up. You can tell she's groggy, and I've woken her up. And she's like, what's wrong? And I go, well, Pebble broke out of jail last night, and now I'm... And she goes, it's okay. So you fed Pebble. It's all right. But then I go, it's not all right. I was not supposed to be involved. Now I'm involved. I have to get to work. And I start to... Oh, wait, she thinks I'm nuts.
No, you are. You are. And an asshole.
He didn't have time to feed the cats, but he had time to call her and bitch at her.
Yes.
And punish her.
Yeah.
Okay. And wake her up early. Got it.
That's right. The next clip is called Everything I'm Saying is True, right, Leslie?
And I am in full support of our, our animal charities, and I love even being surrounded by our animals. They're so much fun, and it's true. Everything I'm saying is true.
Mm-hmm.
But can't
You have
we
to tell us.
work out a situation that if you're going to go away, even for a night, let's really lock down a system where the cats had a prison break, and I'm sure there's a way that we can work this out where I have zero responsibility for the cats. Or just don't leave me alone ever again. You have a choice. So
before it became this fucking kitty litter central, he bitched and moaned that she wanted more pets there. Like, it was 2010-ish. We've got the audio. She was in studio, and she's like, how about 2 more cats? And he said, how about none? And this is not the words of a pet lover, someone who's empathetic. And so, like, the forcing of all this other shit, I still wonder to this day how he lets himself get talked into, we're going to have all these cats, we're going to have this pet, we're going to turn our fucking mansion into a shit box for cats.
Kind of think she took a lesson out of his jelly beaning book and whines at him until he gives in and lets her have the cats, but makes her, like Allison, say, you're gonna be 100% responsible. I want no parts of taking care of any of this responsibility.
Yeah,
it's all on you and the help.
Yeah,
but she is so out of control, lacking restraint, that, like, with sugar and food and animals, that she just takes on so much, and then she gets overwhelmed. And then she's the victim. So, like, she goes from hero to victim. It's always whatever works in her favor, whatever time they need.
She's learned
Same with him.
She has learned by being with him some of the push and pull mechanics that he uses to fuck with her. That she flips back on him in a different way. And I wouldn't put it past her that she read into how to deal with narcissists online, or she had a psychiatrist or someone tell her, well, if you're going to manage being with this person, here's how you can fuck with them. And I don't advise this, but this is how you can do it. And you can do it. It's not that difficult. It's just a matter of, like, do you have the will? Do you have the mindset where you're going to continue to do this and be able to survive the, mental abuse? And how does she deal with the mental abuse? Well, eating shitty foods and drinking.
Right. And if she has friends, lady friends that
Bitching
deal with narcissistic husbands or boyfriends as well, then they're all sharing their secrets with each other.
Yes.
But I gotta laugh. Mr. Charity Crusader, who loves animals so much, just spends 30 minutes bitching about this to us and to Beth on the air first thing in the morning.
Yeah. The next one, guys, is called The Damage Control Tour Rolls On.
I'm really into all our animals and stuff, and I like living with animals. I always have. I've always had a dog or a cat, or But
you never took care of them, really.
Never.
You were never alone with them.
I'm really bad at taking care of anyone, even myself.
Wait a minute.
I'm bad.
When you got Bianca, didn't you have her for a little while on your own?
Not really. I was in a relationship with Beth, and Beth,
you already
we didn't live together yet, but she would come over every day and take care of Bianca, and even bring Bianca over to her apartment.
Now the truth comes out.
Yeah, and that bullshit about Bianca, there's a crying video of him. It's fake crying, but it's a Howard TV thing. And when she died, he put on there, he's like, oh, so upset. And you could tell he was, like, wringing out bullshit. Like, he was wringing out fake, phony crocodile tears over this fucking dog, which they overfed to begin with. Bulldogs are like, they don't last long, bulldogs anyway. And they're so, like, in some ways, they're useless as dogs. I mean, they don't really do what dogs do.
They have breathing issues because their face is so smushed.
Yeah, and cleaning them's a bitch, 'cause
genetically,
you have to get between the folds, and really, like, you have to wash them like you don't have to wash any other dogs. Other dogs are, like, literally scrub them with whatever soap and the thing, whatever, and then they shake off whatever. You got to do a bulldog. It's like taking care of, like, fine art or something, a sculpture, and getting a toothpick to get rid of the dust in the middle.
I don't know. I mean, if you've ever taken care of an infant and they've had a major blowout, there's some heavy duty cleaning going on
Big
there,
time.
but
Yeah,
you want to power wash the kid at that
sound
point, but you
blast the
can't.
ass. Yeah. The next one, guys, is called phonios. Phonios? Is that the correct? Did I say that correct? Phonios are like.
Phones?
So
wait.
maybe I added an O. Sorry, my mistake.
Phones.
Yeah, sorry.
No
My
phonios.
keyboard's doing that now. It's Italian. It adds a vowel at the end of most words. Phones are like subatomic quantum mechanics for beef, and this is a great clip because, okay, she's our generation. Now, granted, not everybody, not every Gen X has an affinity for phones, but when you're using them long enough, you have to fucking know what your phone's about.
This is the house phone. This is not a cell phone.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So she's having problems with the house phone.
I'm pretty sure she was at the penthouse in
Oh,
Manhattan.
I see. Okay.
And yeah, you'll hear.
Okay, I thought it was a cell phone because cell phone that's a whole.
So did I.
Yeah, like I mean that.
But then I realized
no problem.
The way he describes the phone, it's not. It's not. It can't be.
I gotcha.
I want to know
What's it like to go out in the evening on a Monday?
Should I call her? Let me see. I don't know. She won't pick up. She never picks up my calls. She never picks up.
She might be still trying to sleep.
That's funny. That's funny. She never picks up. No.
Yeah. Wonder why.
I wonder why, number one, and I'd say it's a lie. She rarely picks up. Or what she'll do is she'll let it call, she'll let it ring, won't answer it, and she'll call back when she feels like fucking answering, if she's away from him.
Unless this was planned for the show.
Yeah.
And he told her, like, you better pick up because I'm going to put you on air.
Yeah.
Like, he turns off his phone, so he doesn't want to talk to anybody. But the minute he calls Robin or Beth and they don't answer, it's a big to-do. Don't ask.
Oh, yeah.
Get up. She's going to do the Kelly Clarkson show.
At what time?
Honey? Hello?
Hello?
You're on the air.
Hello?
You're on the air.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Let me put you on speakerphone. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Can I? Oh, jeez. How do you do this with the phone?
Make it press the top. Like, there's like a dark circle on top. Press that and everything will get big. And then you press speaker.
Never mind. Phone on air. I don't know how to use this stuff.
You have to know how to get to the speakerphone.
She can. You know what? You could be in like if it's a phone with regular receiver, right? If you're sleeping or you're passed out on the sofa, whatever, lay it next to your ear on the pillow. You don't have to touch it. You'll still be able to talk and you'll still be able to hear. You won't have to keep it in. She doesn't have the fucking physical strength to hold it up to her ear, and she's resentful that she has to fucking answer this call. Did you hear her voice change between hello, like who is it, and then like, oh, hi.
Hi. Yeah. And then it's, oh, God damn it, I don't know how to work this shit.
Fucking shit.
I don't know how.
Even
Keypad?
Yeah.
They're both jelly beans.
Well,
Oh, no.
no, not keypad.
Contacts?
Speaker. Just says speaker on the left-hand side.
I'm not even in phone mode. I'm like,
Yeah, well, just press that. That black thing on top that kind of like puts you. I don't know.
Yeah,
press that.
And what a fucking Dunsky.
Hi.
Hi, you got it now?
Got it.
Yeah.
Well done, Einstein.
She's like a child. And was she on the intercom for the apartments, like both floors? Do you he must have something that like announces to everybody, like, I need this, I need that.
He's
so and so come here and see me.
It sounded digital, like it was a touchpad or something like that, or something, like it was all digital, like touch smart controls, for the phone even, which is probably possible at this point.
Or they're just button, like his stuff is so outdated, like his TV and everything. TiVo. If you look at the bowling alley picture, there's a hardwired phone with a long cord on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm figuring he's got those in all the houses.
I'd say so.
Something similar, if not the exact same thing. And then you got to navigate your way through the system to whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Next clip, guys. Beef with the 1-2 punch.
my night. Let me see. Where do I start? Well, first,
bad night because of the cats.
well, Robin, coach me on this. I was saying, I was saying, when you leave me, then there's like a prison break and everyone gets out, even though everyone's supposed to be sort of like not bothering me. All the cats.
Wait. When you say everyone, you mean probably just Pebble and Helen.
Pebble. No, Helen didn't bother me, but Mama was, running around chasing me into my room.
In the other room.
No.
She was not there this morning.
Oh, yeah, this morning. But last night she chased me up to my office and tried to break in. No, I'm just saying, maybe there's a way we could, make it so I'm, because of my responsibilities with work and, well, never mind that. I wanted to ask.
What responsibilities? The guy just has to stumble onto the mic, turn it on. It's probably on in perpetuity, and he just puts on, silent, mute it until he's ready to go. I can see him leaving computers on for fucking till eternity, until they burn out, like a tube amp or something. And then say, fuck it, because if anything has to be done in detail, like any electronics, that's the thing I find fascinating. He only knows so much, but then it's got to be he's not going to have the energy, the know-how, or the desire to fix something himself. Like if something's not working, what can I do? What's a fix? What's a MacGyver solution to something that, if the thing is clogged and I don't have Drano, what the fuck do I do?
No, it's one switch he probably hits and it turns everything on. It's probably like a master switch. That's
the
it.
Clapper.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I'm just saying there was a lot going on this morning and I had to get ready for work.
You had to feed Pebble and Helen.
Yeah. But I mean,
you opened 2 cans that were sitting right there.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying,
Love it.
I wasn't supposed to have any. I wasn't supposed to have any. I know you think that's no big deal, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. This isn't going well. What I wanted to ask you was,
you know what the problem is? He just realized while he was bitching about it that it was such a pithy thing to bitch about, but it's now hitting him because someone else is on the phone, not giving him the, oh, poor baby. You mean you had to pull out your own dick to piss? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, the humanity. And now it's hit him.
He really, when it's said out loud, and she's not like a mental giant, so it doesn't take much to shut him down if you really analyze their conversations. Not just this, but all the others, the way she goes at him. And hence, I'm just waiting for the compliment she's going to throw at him at the end.
Yeah.
This event, dinner wasn't served till 7:00, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I think what I was trying to say is I want to be 100% focused on the radio show when you're away. I don't like it when you're away, but if you're going to...
You're sitting there scrolling and looking at lady boys, you need to be...
No, when I'm eating... Anyway.
I love it. Fuck, she leveled him. That was so good.
Totally annihilated him.
Fuck.
There's no argument. And he quickly, I think, retreated and then changed the subject into another direction because it just wasn't working.
Let me add, I'm just going to put future theme on it from now on. Anytime there's a clip that I'm going to use, I'll just put that in for future use because that's, I mean, there's loads of clips and I know they're good when we play them and I know that was great, but I don't necessarily go back to them and that's a mistake I make. The next one, guys, a little bit of an Eddie Murphy callback. My girl wants to party all the time.
How long did you last at this event? Because it's
the entire thing.
Wait a second.
The entire thing.
You stayed for the after party and dancing?
Oh, no. I waited till the very last speech, and there were performances by a bunch of the Broadway shows that are nominated for Tonys, and so it was just so beautiful, honey. I miss doing things like that. I want to go to all the shows. I want to do everything.
Oh, I can't wait. I would love to do that.
Good.
She's saying, I still have blood in my veins, not ice water, like not ichor, and I need to go out and do things. And who fucking wouldn't? Like when you're a certain age and after having been like repressed by this fucking King Jellybeaner for years because COVID, like if he had his druthers, COVID would never have ended.
She's so desperate for entertainment.
Yes.
Right?
Interaction.
She's not quite at the buoy level where he
No.
can't stand to be alone with his thoughts, and that haunts him being
Needs to be
by himself.
entertained. Yeah.
Needs some form of something coming at him, whatever that might look like. Concerts, TV,
Yeah.
movies, you name it. Dinners, Ross, Guma.
Yeah. Well, let's go with the next one here, guys. 2 vacations this summer, which I think we've mentioned in the previous breakdown, but a little more information here.
Yes, we need to do that. We need to go out more and,
I'm getting our travel plans ready for June. That's on my list today after I review Andy. Yep.
Yes, we need to travel.
Yep.
And do exciting things.
Yes, sweetheart.
Yes, I agree. We got to mix it up and have fun. Oh, God. Somebody help me. Because I'm looking over the schedule there. It said official event schedule, 6 to 7 cocktail reception, 7 to 9:30 dinner, dessert at 9:30.
That was good.
Oh.
The cookies were great. I grabbed a bunch to go. Put in my purse.
Wow. Well, anyway.
Of course.
A grab bag, doggy bag to take shit away. Oh, what a fucking schnurrer she is too. The thing is, you could hear in his voice that they like, oh my God, like 7 o'clock dinner. What kind of fucking animals do that? It's got to be 5. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, he is so glad he's not there, but he's so mad that she is, and she's having fun. He can't be keeping an eye on her.
Nope.
And she's actually enjoying life without him. Yep. Which he hates.
And this is the thing that he should be worried about. The more she gets to do this, regardless of what she's afraid, like, he can't bank on her fear anymore because she's only going to get more. It's like, I hate to say it, but it's like, this is a horrible analogy, but abducted kids, like, when they're abducted as youngsters and then they start to grow up and they get brains and they realize like, this is my chance to break for it and we're get the fuck out of here. When she gets a little bit more independence like that, it just fuels her to get even more. The only thing that'll keep her with him is the notion that if she really wants to star fuck, if she's not with him anymore, she doesn't get to do that anymore.
That's true. The wallet keeps her tied to him.
Yeah.
That's her shackles. And so for her, there's a little bit of joy in the minute she gets away from him. Like she went out to Pittsburgh to a football game with her family.
Yeah.
And she's like, I had the best weekend of the whole year.
Yeah.
And it was like, because you weren't there, but she had to backtrack that.
Yeah. Well,
she said too much.
What was that joke someone told in a roast? I can't remember who it was. Howard has Beth's picture in his wallet. Beth has a picture of Howard's wallet in her wallet.
Yeah.
I love that. The next one, guys, Jelly Beaner's pee defense. And this is, again, a must-have.
Enjoy.
Pulling into the city, and then like sitting there and having gas and like not being able to fart.
You're not a 6-year-old anymore.
Oh, that's what you think. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, and peeing and like when will I pee? I don't know. I gotta hold it in.
Pee at the restaurant.
I can't. I freeze up. I freeze up in public. I am so tortured. When someone says we're going to go see Broadway shows, all I can think about is just like my body functioning the wrong way. It's like, you drive into the city. First, she's going to want to have dinner. We'll have a full dinner, and I'm not going to be able to drink any water or beverage with dinner.
Now, okay, now listen, when one of my ex-girlfriends had a spastic bladder, which meant that, any time was go time, and so she really had to really watch that end of it. She had to know like where we're going to be roughly, should I pee before we go? Will we get there in time? All that stuff. I always said, if you got something in you before we leave, always get rid of it because you never know what happens. Not that there's going to be massive traffic, but you never know. And like what all of a sudden got to find a place for you to piss. You're like, that's the biggest pain in the ass in the world. Do it. Anytime, every time that you can do it. It's like get your Z's when you can, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Right. It's like, talking to a little kid before you leave the house. Go to the bathroom, whatever. But if any of this is true about him depriving himself of water, I would love to know his kidney function.
Good
And when
question.
are the stones coming? When are the kidney stones going to start rolling in? Because I need that to happen pronto.
Yeah.
Um, you can't you can't either not drink water or other fluids or just drink the wrong fluids. Like he even stated how like Beth hates drinking water,
Yep.
but yet he'll tell the staff, don't drink soda, drink water. But his
Yep.
own wife won't even listen to his advice. And then he doesn't listen because he's like thinking you need 9 glasses a day and he'll only have one because he has to go into the city to see Ashley in the hospital after she has her kid.
Right.
He makes no sense. He's such a hypocrite.
He is.
So I'm completely dehydrated because I'm going to be going, I got to get through the next couple hours and not have to pee. And then I'll try to pee as we're leaving the restaurant. And I know there'll be people waiting or people in the stall or people, I don't know what, but I'm going to get pee shy. And then I can't pee. Then I get to the theater and I go, there's no way I can pee here because in those Broadway theaters, they have old bathrooms. There's no privacy for me to.
Go into a stall where people shit and piss in the toilet. You don't have to go to a urinal. They're too small, Junior. Go in, lift up the seat. Oh, I can't touch the seat though. I'm germophobic. No, you're not. You'll fuck a male asshole the first chance you get. So you have no problem with toilet seat, asshole. And second of all, like I know the situation. If you're traveling, if you're going to be waiting in line at before you go through customs, you can still have a little bottle of water and just take enough to wet your whistle, and that's it. You don't have to glug, glug, glug down the whole fucking thing and finish your bottle if you don't want to. Just a little something to keep your mouth from drying up completely. You don't just go without water completely.
Well, when you're a 79, apparently you do, if this is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, his head hangs above the stall.
Yeah.
So basically, he could still sit down and pee.
Sure. Probably does.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If that's your situation, if you're
Yeah.
that tall and you don't want to be seen, but it's just your head. It's not, no one's seeing your dick and balls. Like, what the fuck?
They might see your wig, but that's about it. Fucking hell.
Pee. And now
Your head will be sticking out of the stall.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Now look, people see I'm standing. Why is he standing?
Cares.
And then I always
Yeah.
get gas after dinner because I overeat, and then I'm gonna just like, oh my god, my belly hurts. When is the show gonna be over? Oh,
So
and
hold
then
on.
the smalls-
Eating a light.
What? Why does he say I overeat? Who says that but a fucking 3-year-old?
He doesn't overeat. He just eats too fast.
Yes.
He scarfs it down. So he's got burping and like a baby,
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to control himself.
Do you think
Ah,
he? I don't think
exhausting.
I don't think he's bulimic, but do you think he sneaks food sometimes
Mm,
and eats more
He
than he
loves
says
to
he
de-
would?
he loves to deprive himself, and he
Yeah.
takes such pride in that. And then looking down on others who, God forbid, have a cookie or, any sort of anything with sugar. I don't know.
Mhm.
But the problem is he's losing all his muscle and it's turning into fat. So he weighs the same allegedly, but
Yeah.
it's all going to his belly. His belly's set. He's got belly and tits still.
Well,
And it's not he can't get rid of it because he can't lift weights. He can't do cardio.
not even the wall
gonna be a-
push-ups, the push-outs.
He's a true veal, and he's just getting more vealish as time
Yeah.
goes on.
Well, that's the one thing when you get older, yeah, you will like that the muscle. Like look at he always used to bring up Clint Eastwood, who was kept himself in great shape through most of his life. But when you get older, the body will fail, and all of a sudden, yes, you're going to have like it's very few older people that have like a physique that's ripped tight. Especially men, they tend to get a gut no matter what.
Well, Sting is 74, and he's got himself in immaculate shape, and he doesn't even look his age. He
No, he
looks
doesn't.
like he's 50 some, 58
Mhm.
maybe.
Yeah.
And Howard, of course, had to ask him what he weighs and what he eats and all that. We'll get to it, but it was amazing because everything Sting said, Howard was like, "Fuck, why do you have it so easy? You can eat whatever you want. You look great. You've been the same weight since the 70s. You've never gained a pound." But he's again got chefs and people
personal
make him
trainers
whatever.
if he needs to. He's been doing yoga for like decades. He's not famously like he might have done coke when he was younger, and maybe still does every now and then. But that'll help him lose weight apparently, unless you're Artie.
He swims now. He said yoga is just a state of mind, and it
Yeah.
connects your body and spirit. Some fluff stuff about
Yeah.
that, but that he swims every day.
Well, that'll do it. Like if you've seen swimmers' bodies, they're lean as fuck. They're not muscular, and that's actually better for cardio and stuff. And it's soft, so it's better on the body. That makes perfect sense. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Yep. Next one, guys. Damage control. Oh, sorry. Damage
Yeah.
control tour
More.
continued.
Never
More of it.
ends.
Yeah.
Never ends.
We have 2 trips planned this summer.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, I didn't plan them. Beth did, and
Of course you did.
I'm just dreading it. But I've not let on a bit. I go, you know,
haven't
it'll
said
be
a
good.
word, huh?
No, I'm going to be fun. I'm going to be like, you know, I've been looking forward to this. It's, you know, we need to get out there. We need, you know, I'm being like that. I'm being a complete fake. Yeah.
Yep. At least he admitted it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First of all, I don't go out in the sun anymore. So an outdoor, one of the places we're going, both places are more like outdoor kinds of places. So I'll be covered up with a big hat.
He'll be that cigar store Indian holding like right at the door. Oh man.
I look like a beekeeper, you know.
I remember that time you took the trip and you bought those special boots for snakes.
Yeah, I heard there were snakes. And those boots, you know what Michael Jackson wore in the Bad video? When he had them like up to his ankle, like up to his thighs? Right. That's what literally I had on. And they're made out of steel. I felt like Frankenstein with the big steel boots, walking around 6'5".
Well, you have the posture for it, dickhead.
Keep in mind, Beth doesn't plan these trips. They have an assistant. They have people that do all this.
Mm-hmm.
She just tells them the dates and like, you know, get the jet gassed up, get it ready.
Yep.
Here's our destination. Here's where we're going.
Yep.
And these are the dates. Someone else takes care of all that. She is not doing anything.
Yeah, and if it's they're going with the Kimmels, they're gonna like consult with the Kimmels. Where are you staying? We'll stay there too, like because they figure, well, it's gonna be the lap of luxury, that kind of thing. Well, maybe not. We have a bigger suite. You're not gonna want that much room, or you're gonna want a adjoining room, or no. Howard's gonna want the floor above and the floor below, so no one can hear him, or whatever the fuck it is. You know, not the floor, but the brooms up and down, so no one can hear anything, or the adjoining places, because he wants that isolation. He doesn't want someone putting a glass to the wall listening. So, I would love it.
Well, they're not gonna. If it's Jimmy's place where there's like 20 seats at the table and all these celebs are there, there's no way they're going to be able to contain pictures. Like
No.
Howard and Beth are not going to be able to tell these people do not post.
No,
and
there will
so
be
I can't
photos.
wait. I just have to wait it out and start, you know, stalking all these other celebrities and their Instagram pages.
Oh yes,
Can't
and
wait.
hopefully and thankfully, this is the one thing I'm really grateful for. We're now in like, you know, prime camera phone like heaven, where you get like even the shittiest iPhone now will have like, you know, 15, 20, like 200, like 50 megapixel cameras, so that even the shittiest photo setting, the lowest photo resolution, will be able to be enlarged properly. We'll be able to see fully, like, you know, unless it's really low light and stuff like that, they can get really clear shots of him slouching over a chair or sitting on some outcropping and looking like a complete hood ornament or something. He's just gonna, I want to see those pictures. I want to see him from behind, angles he's not happy with, that he can't control.
Well, funny enough, you say that. I was thinking of the sun shining through his wig or light.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
And
yeah.
then today, I was looking at a video of Sting and Shaggy.
Yep.
And him on Zoom with them. And in the picture, you can see his hair is thinning.
Yeah.
And you can see the outline of his skull under the wig. I've been so busy today. I haven't had a chance to send it to you or post it in our group. Hopefully I
No
get
worries.
to this.
No worries.
And I'll put up the original picture and then I'll put up a second one with the line where you can see the scalp under the hair.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's going on. There's something with that system. It's not as thick as it was, or he needs a new one. Maybe it's getting worn down, or he's just not putting it on right.
Well, wigs lose hair, like they do eventually. Like they'll start to hairs will start to fall out of it. So yeah, so it's possible that's the situation. Before we continue on, guys, I just wanted to read something that I looked up. Again, AI does it, but go through Google. But I looked up with regards to Robin and her whole cancer-free thing and all the related to cancer, like how she would have treated it as a narcissist. I was thinking, like, I had to stop myself from typing. If you're a 34 and you have cancer, what would you do? So this is the thing. It says when the narcissist is the patient, a cancer diagnosis shatters the narcissist's illusion of invulnerability and control. Because illness contradicts their grandiosity, they usually handle it one of two extreme ways. The victim and the martyr, they demand constant care using the cancer card to garner sympathy, control loved ones, and excuse past abusive behavior. The illness becomes their badge of honor they use to rewrite their reputation. That's where Howard would go, and that's where he's gone when he had the fake cancer scare, and he started using that as a weapon. He weaponized his shit illness, his non-illness. The next one is what I believe happened to Robin well before she had it removed from her bladder, the grapefruit tumor. The denier, they may minimize the severity of the illness, ignore medical advice, or push themselves past safe limits to avoid appearing weak or vulnerable. And that's like Steve Jobs was a stubborn, narcissistic asshole. He refused proper treatment. He was doing homeopathic horse shit until it was too late, then later admitted he wished he had not been so stubborn and gone for traditional treatment, because by then, like, what could have been what could have saved him couldn't at the end because it was too late.
Yeah, all the money in the world, but his brain, his ego, is what held him back from either buying a few years, or complete recovery.
Yeah, and and so you can live with cancer for years and years and years if you treat it certain ways, whatever. I mean, treatments are just getting better and better. But the longer you wait, the more you ensure that you are just like knocking off days and weeks and months and years of time that you could be putting to better use.
Now, Robin is saying that she buys all her food from the farm,
right?
So that she's getting the highest quality, and that's what's keeping her cancer free, basically. And that, Howard's gone into this before. I never clip it because it's so boring.
It is.
Her making her own yogurt.
Right.
Or, she eats meat now, but it's like still with the vegetables and the fresh eggs from the farm, things like that.
Yeah.
So I give her all the credit in the world. Like, she has the money to do that and the ability to have it delivered to her and someone to cook it for her.
Oh, certainly. Yeah. If she had
Lucky
to cook,
you. Not everybody is that lucky.
No, they're not. And so so we were talking about why wouldn't she mentioned today on the show, Raven missed this on the it's going to be part of the next breakdown anyway, but it's more recent stuff from today. Someone posted it. I sent her the link on Reddit, and she said her insurance didn't actually cover most of her treatments. And that is I thought, okay, I know American healthcare the system is fucked, and insurance companies fuck people every chance they get across the world, I would say, if they can try to find a way out of it. And I wondered if it was a case of she didn't have she got cancer insurance after she was diagnosed with it, and that's why it didn't happen, because you can't insure most of the time a pre-existing condition can't be insured. Sometimes you can, but your premiums are going through the roof. And in the other situation was, I was thinking maybe because she chose to go the homeopathic route, and before finally admitting that what was wrong, they decided, we're not covering, your green drink bullshit. We're not covering coffee enemas and all that crap.
Right. Like, she went against doctor's wishes.
Right.
So she didn't follow what she was instructed to do and waited too long.
Yep.
Now, you talk about U.S. healthcare. There was a story today where a husband and wife had twins. They were in the NICU, the natal intensive care unit, and they were underweight. They came early, whatever. I think it was United Healthcare. It was whatever company the Mangione murder happened. That company denied them care.
Okay. And
on top of it, they sent the letter to the baby's name, not even the parent's name.
Fucking hell.
And it was like twin A or and twin B.
Yeah.
And they denied their coverage. There was no reason to deny it.
Right.
They were going to be okay, but like, wow, like that's where the healthcare system, their first instinct is deny any claim.
Yes.
And so a lot of people, especially people with young kids, have a lot of issues, and it's just a terrible situation overall, and it's so expensive.
Yep.
You're paying all this money and then you find out nothing's covered, or the big
It's
chunk of it isn't, and they
right.
still like
Well,
sometimes it's cheaper to pay out of pocket than pay your copays or deductibles.
so in the point of Robin, like the fact that she had to go out of pocket for a lot of things, or Howard had to go out of pocket, that would explain a lot more about her state of her real estate, like her finances, and how she, maybe couldn't retire in the end. Maybe because she was not frugal about just about anything she had, and it wouldn't surprise me if she was going paycheck to paycheck.
And being this genius investor
Yeah.
that she claims to be, and how, she's raking it in, but she can't tell us like what kind of percentage of returns she's
Yeah.
getting on stuff. Just that she made 25,000, but we don't know how much she invested to make that.
Right.
So we don't know the rate of return.
Supposedly
Couldn't-
Sal came
Sal
in to
had a
ask
simple
her
question.
information and she couldn't do it.
No, they bullied her. They bullied him into being like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And she wouldn't answer it. And that he just needed to shut up and go away, because he was trying to ask her like about different investments, and she wouldn't say which one she uses.
Next one, guys, is called I Have a Friend Who, and that goes in the pile.
But my neighbor, he went to the same place I did. He got bitten by a snake. And they had to give him anti-venom.
Not on the same trip.
Not on the same trip, but he went to this place. He got bit. He went into a golf cart. It was nighttime, and the snake bit him on the ankle. And they had to rush him into the infirmary that they have set up there, and they had to give him anti-venom and all this, whatever they do to reduce the effects of venom. I mean, I don't fucking want that.
But we do.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, I don't buy it.
That's what I thought. Don't ask.
Yeah. And typically snakes avoid places where humans are generally because they just don't want to be fucked with. They don't want to like cause, like they're not, it's not India. There's not cobras going around. Like the place he's talking about, they might have water snakes. They might have garter snakes. Who knows? Like all kinds of typical stuff, but they're not necessarily venomous. It's not like you're in the fucking, the Death Valley and there's rattlesnakes. Come on, dude.
Black mambas.
Yeah. Robin's psycho laughter. Great clip, by the way.
What am I going to tell you?
Are your vacations that outdoorsy this time again?
Yeah.
Will you be hiking and all of that?
Yeah, there's fishing involved and hiking.
Oh, fishing. Wow.
Yeah. I'm not fishing. I'm not doing that. I'm not hiking either. I'll just sit in the lodge. I'll bring my guitar. I'll practice. Beth has all these events that she's...
everybody.
And I'm like, go ahead. Go do them.
Oh, no.
I'm not going outside. No.
That's never mind. I'm not going to say what I
I'll be at meals.
thought.
Yeah.
You'll be
the
at
first one.
meals.
I'll be
How
2 hours early.
adventurous.
Oh, then
How
I found out like they serve dinner at like 7. And I'm like, oh. Yeah.
So you have to rely on them for food.
Yeah.
You're not like in a place where
no,
you could do your own thing.
It's group eating, which I hate because I got to make sure there's enough for me. I don't want to share my food. And I'm also very particular about what I eat. You know that.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do they know you're coming? Have you
Oh,
told them what the
No, they know. Believe me. We've been with these people before. They know all about me. Everybody's on high alert.
Yeah, so Robin's thinking to herself, dude, why are you putting yourself through this to star fuck? Like, it sounds like even the star fucking is not worth it. Like, if you have to go out of your comfort zone, which is every fucking time. And I think one of the biggest problems is when he goes on these things, he's just sick that he's not the biggest person in the room.
No, and she knows exactly how everything's going to play out.
Yep.
She can picture it. She just wishes she was there to be a fly on the wall when those other people are bitching about him behind his back
You said it.
because of what a asshole he is.
Yeah, like he said, I'm not going to go out, and that's actually not necessarily true. He will go out, but he's not gonna want to go out, and that's what he should be saying. But he will eventually be let out to somewhere because he can't just be this hermit stuck inside. Like, okay, we'll bring Granny and we'll put her on the couch, give her some knitting needles and a whatever thing of yarn, and hope maybe she'll have a sweater for us when we're done. But I mean, he is that Weekend at Bernie's kind of, he is Bernie.
Yeah, Jimmy will get him maybe on a boat.
Yeah.
On like a cloudy day or something, and
Hopefully.
he won't fish, but he'll watch Jimmy fish, and Jimmy will sit there, and who knows? And it's just
God.
This guy, like, he's so controlling of every situation. I can only imagine the shit people will say about him, and his reputation precedes him.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who's been on vacation with him before will know this.
Well, that's it. I mean, like, what's going to happen? Like, when if we have to survive him, make a pact. Let's make a pact now that we will do everything we can to help ourselves, not just because we want to be healthier and live longer, but because we want to outlive this cocksucker, which may not happen. I mean, he's got these fucking genetic fucking freakish genes that will put him into his 90s. Like, do I know that I'm gonna get to 65? I have no idea. Either way, like, I'm still praying for, the Leslie Kuhn thing to go through, because the part of the lawsuit was, I just want to talk about, I want to be free to talk about what it was like to work for these two assholes. How much that would be like the Pelican Brief when that came out.
It would be 10 times better.
Yes.
Because this would be personal, private information, not something that was like planned to be a presentation, even though as shitty as it was.
Mm-hmm.
This is stuff he does not want out.
No.
And this would be a live inside look into his life, which we've always wanted. We want to know the billionaire lifestyle that he has, and how Beth is a total cunt, how he's a crybaby, how people look at them, how they view this, and the charity stuff. Don't even get me started. Don't ask. That is the one thing I want to know. How fraudulent is it? And can we collapse that shit, make it go away and never again? And what is she going to have to do? Is she going to be another socialite on the party scene? Good luck with that one.
Well, the other thing is, the lawsuit mentions that the only laptop Leslie used was the one provided by 112 or whatever. However, it doesn't mention anything about her phone. And as we all know, they all have cameras and they all have video capacity. And you think she really didn't go around taking pictures of shit, if she knew there wasn't a camera in the room, and just take pictures of what the fucking mess would look like, or the cats and the cat shit, every time there were droppings all over the place that she had to hopscotch around. Fuck.
If you notice, when Beth does the pictures in the cat rooms, we never get ceiling photos.
Nope.
We never get pictures of the corners where cameras might be.
Nope.
We always get the floor and the cats. And it's never up high. It's never above waist level.
Yeah.
If anything, we'll get a countertop, but that's nothing. I really think there's 24/7 surveillance, the whole house except his bedroom.
Yep.
And bathroom. That might be it. I think Beth has it on her, whether she knows it or not, and on her phone too.
Yeah. Next one, guys. Boff. I go to charity events too.
Nice.
And I believe him, but he's just having so much fun. He's like at Bruce Springsteen concerts. He went last night.
He's at
this morning. He's telling me,
4 times a week.
from what I hear, it's actually 7 days a week. But okay,
No,
he downplayed it.
I couldn't do that.
And also, he like this morning goes, last night I was blah 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 blah, and I went on a work night. Where were you?
I was at the Robin Hood charity event.
Yeah, well, and what were you telling me about it?
Okay, now that gets cut off, but it's going to go into the next clip, so I'll play it right away. Gatsby Bowie.
Gary, Gary, listen, Gary's got big money. I mean, and Gary is...
John Hamm should be robbing Gary's house.
Wait a second.
Right.
You've seen that show. I do not live in that world. That world is insane.
I mean, Gary's seeing Bruce Springsteen twice on this tour, not just once. He's going twice.
So I'm Tuesday. I'm going this Thursday.
To go. You're going again.
I would have gone last night, but I had this event. I would have gone all 3 times.
Yeah.
what a fucking doof. Could he suck Bruce Springsteen's ball sack anymore? That is insanity. How often would you see your favorite artist? I bet not as much as not even a tenth as much as Bowie has licked Bruce's nutsack.
It's so much worse than this. It's okay. After this, the second Bruce outing, he went to Bottle Rock in Napa for 5 days. But let's get back to Bruce. He admitted this week that he is a pit snob, which means he won't go unless he gets tickets in the pit right
Yep.
up in front of the stage.
Sure.
And he is so out of it. He didn't even remember trying to high five Bruce, Bruce ignoring him, and then slapping Bruce on the back as he walked by. And Howard was just so enraged in him, like, you're my producer. You've met him in studio. You've taken private pictures with him.
Yeah.
You've talked to him personally.
Yeah, sure.
And you're acting like a buffoon, like a teenage girl at one of these concerts.
Yeah.
You know, with her panties are all wet because Bruce is in front of him. And then it's so embarrassing the way he is. And he didn't remember it at all. But then suddenly, like, Will had a video of it.
Yeah.
Of somebody that took it. And he claimed that the person that was with him had never been to up that close. And that's why he was whatever. It's
bullshit.
We'll get it. There's so many clips. And then like I realized they're all just as mundane as the next. And so we'll try to get through them all. If it's not me, it'll be one of our wonderful, gracious hosts that's helping out. And I just want to plow through all this before the summer. I just want this all done by the end of the month. I don't know how that's going to happen, but
but again,
I want to
like,
have a Howard free summer.
Is there any musical artist you can think of that you would want to see multiple times, again and again, on the same tour?
He's seen him over 100 times.
Yeah, no. That's insanity. But if he had to pay for those tickets, he wouldn't do it. Like I'm sure half of them he paid for, and the rest were just like complete gimmies.
The last ones he claims were $500. No, you don't get pit for $500.
No, it's a lot more than that.
You get like side view, if you know, maybe first couple rows, but you don't get those are thousands of dollars worth of tickets for him and whoever went with him. We don't know who it was. I don't think it was Ross. He would have said maybe.
It makes the World Cup tickets look like fucking pocket change. That's all I'm gonna say. And so like the idea that, like, again, I love. There's bands I love more than I love them enough to fucking buy every album, whatever, and I love to go see them, and I'd pay hundreds of dollars to go see them, but not multiple times. Never. Back in the day when tickets used to cost like, $19.99 or $25 or $12 even, certain shows, right? All ages shows and stuff like that. Yeah, I could understand that. Well, when you have to pay like high triple figures for fucking tickets, or mid like $500, I don't care. Like, I'm just not doing it. Even for my favorite artist, like, fuck off. That's a ripoff. Unless it's a meet and greet VIP type thing, that's different. That's a package. Even still, you do that one time, not again and again.
That's more bucket list.
Yes.
That's not, it's like a one and done. You know,
Right.
you don't keep doing it, but Bowie does.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
A friend of mine back in the day, I'm going to say, I don't know, fucking God, it must have been, well, it was pre-2009 because he passed away in a biking accident, but but before that, so like maybe 2000, 2001, he paid $100 to meet William Shatner, VIP package thing, shake his hand, be photographed shaking his hand, talk with him for a couple minutes, that kind of thing. And $100 was a bargain basement. Like now, that would be, absolutely. But he had the opportunity. He did it, and I asked him about it. He said, "I don't regret it in the slightest." But it was still seemed like a lot of money back then, but not really when you compare it to what it is these days.
Right. Like I said, going with my daughter to her favorite concert, I don't mind doing it. It's worth it. I pay a little extra to get good seats because she's so short. I don't want people in front of her. That is worth every penny, but that's like a bucket list. That's like a memory for life. It's a core memory for her and I, and it's a bonding moment.
Yes.
Those things are rare. I'd never do that for myself. And we
Right.
don't do VIP packages or any of that. I mean, if anything, we'll get one t-shirt each or a poster, and we'll frame it, and then we'll have that memory locked in on our wall.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
That doesn't happen a lot.
No.
No,
Bowie really is like, think of any stalker film. Play Misty for Me, or The Fan, or Cape Fear, or so like these stalker fucking films. He is like that Cape Fear character going to see Bruce.
oh,
man.
it's
Look.
moronic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
He's like a bon vivant.
Did you have an invitation to that Robin Hood event?
I did. I sat next to Richard Kind and Lorraine Bracco and like a bevy of ex-Knicks. Everybody from Latrell Sprewell to Charles Oakley to
I don't even
Marcus
know
Camby.
why.
Wow.
Like, I don't even know why people think Gary's that important, but they do. Like, they can't get me to go.
Because of you.
Of
Yeah,
course.
but like,
I'm sure Bowie's going, thanks, bitch. Never mind if it's true.
Callers.
Yeah. But the idea that, okay, like he's going to do it. We'll continue with the next clip, guys. Bowie does poor man brag. So this is again a great clip.
how much did you have to donate last night if you go to these events?
I was a guest, so I haven't donated yet. I'll probably donate $500, but I was a guest. But you know what? They do the tally.
Sure.
This is like everyone in the room is, except for me, is like a millionaire. So when they did the tally, do you know how much they raised?
They're like a billionaire.
They raised last night $70.3 million.
Jeez.
He's thinking about Howard's fucking shit charity. How much do you raise? Yeah.
Getting $0.
What the 15 Foundation make collectively? Robin's 50. Like maybe. Let's see. What do we got here? Didn't Rachel Ray and Billy Joel help to build a cage-free wing too? And this is Wiggy bitching about his own, like Beth's charity, right?
That he built Beth's furry friends.
That's right.
Sanctuary.
And I believe it was Billy donated $1 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, and Rachel Ray was like $500,000.
Yep.
The thing cost like $8 million by the time it was over. It was one wing on a building.
Yes, it was way behind schedule. It wasn't even something that was
Way
done
behind years.
We never bother our friends to raise money for charity, so I just basically fund our charity. I pay for everything.
Oh.
And which is fine. But I said, man, think how many animals you could save if we had a couple of friends who, performed or something. And she goes, well, should we ask them? And I go, fuck no. I'm not asking anybody to perform because I always feel like I don't want to bother anybody. But I notice a lot of these people with these charity events, they got no problem.
But Paul
like
Tudor Jones and his friends.
Well, you did before. And that's what you're really like embarrassed by because he's probably done it since then and people have turned them down.
I'm pretty sure that Billy Joel donated like half the funds from one of his shows somewhere.
Yep.
To the charity or to that wing, one or the other. So for him to say this is just like short-term memory of, I do everything.
Yeah, it's
all alone. No one helps me.
It's self-aggrandizement at the same time as it's minimizing other people's contributions. And second of all, but I think even more telling, like that he's still funding the whole bullshit thing. That he's realized like nobody wants to give money anymore because they know it's bullshit. Like they have other things they'd rather put their tax money into, like to save taxes on, rather than help us. Because what have we done for them? They're really like if there's not reciprocity even amongst the fucking hoity-toity jet set, then they will go somewhere else to give their money. It's not that difficult to understand.
Celebrities don't even come to her for cats.
No.
Every picture that she's giving away, if there was a celebrity, she would be sure to get that picture. But she's always just getting regular Joe Schmoes. And they're not so regular. They're like Hamptons, elite, rich folks that aren't famous. But yeah.
A couple more clips, guys. First one's called Fake Bird Brain Caller.
Caller's name was Bird.
I know.
King, you're going to get in next year. And Eddie's going to induct you, and you're going to get in next year, and Eddie Vedder's going to induct you. And what you can do now is start working on your guitar playing, which is amazing, by the way, and do an Eddie Vedder song.
All right.
And then
very
you
good.
guys
Thank
can
you.
do that. So,
all right, Bird. You're very kind. Thank you.
but you need to have your own documentary, and you need to continue to grace up with your communication skill, your articulation of what's going on. That's what a lot of people listen in all seriousness. So we appreciate your diverse thought and your equality and all that. So you're really you're doing a great job. Much
Thanks,
appreciated.
Bird. Appreciate you.
Hey, now.
Thank you. Hey, now. That's a real nice woman. Nice
I
of her
love
to say. But anyway.
I love how Bird could cut through his audio like a hot knife through butter.
Just read that script, bitch. That's all you
Yeah.
got to do.
Absolutely. Next one, guys. Did Wiggy feel up Fallon?
No, you look puzzled. I've had Jimmy Fallon over my home many times. I have a relationship with him, as I do with Jimmy Kimmel. And I don't know Colbert real well. I've had him on the show. John Oliver, I don't know real well. I've had him on the show. And Seth Meyers,
When Colbert's show went off the air, he had all the late night hosts on, and they all agreed to run repeats so people would watch the last Colbert episode.
Yeah.
Somebody posed the question, if all of the late night hosts were in a brawl, who would win? Who would be the strongest? And he's going to talk up Fallon.
Okay.
Had on the show, and I don't know him real well personally, but,
But he doesn't look like he's going to hold his own in a fight, does he?
No. Jimmy Fallon, first of all, is rock solid. I mean, the guy's all muscle. Number one, he's fucking heavier than you think, and he's incredibly strong. I've seen this guy, I've actually like sort of been physical with him. You know what I mean? Like we've been around situations where we have to do physical stuff.
To tell.
And he could beat the shit out of any of those guys. Now, the guy who's next strong.
Okay, go ahead. That's a little too much TMI there, isn't it?
Yeah, if I did an 8-ball of Coke and a bottle of gin or whiskey, I'd probably have some really big muscles too going at that time.
You'd be tearing the door off the hinges.
Yeah. Be breaking Wiggy over my knee.
You might be cutting yourself and not realizing it until you woke up with blood all over the couch the next morning, right? Fuck. The next one, oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Butchering Names 4.0. We're going to play that or save that for the next one? Because if that starts the Weird Al, we could save that for the next one. Because we got enough for an ep right now.
Butchering Names is the same read that we've been doing all along.
Oh, perfect.
Play
Let's play it right now.
The action movie season is kicking off early with In the Gray, starring your boyfriend and main heartthrob, Jake Gyllenhaal, Robin. Henry Cavill and Isa Gonzalez. That's how you say that. Isa Gonzalez.
Okay, now that is not a bit. That is not a bit. He remembers the fag, but he also doesn't want to say he knows the gay one, or the one that everybody thinks all the blinds say is gay, and but not the other two. It's not important for him to remember their names. That's the key.
Well, remember we had Sebastian Maniscalco. He couldn't say his name.
Yeah.
He couldn't say DeStefano.
No.
And then these Cavill is not
phonetically.
It's not an
not
ethnic name. It's not ethnic.
No.
And that's you've said before. Like he has trouble with ethnic names. So Asa Gonzalez, I get it could be Isa the way it's spelled. I'll give him a pass on that name. But Henry Cavill to say Cavill, come on. At this point, it's not even like shaming those people because he's doing a live read. He doesn't, but God, that's what we get.
I can't wait for like a famous Greek guy like it comes up on the show. His name is Themistocles Papachristoudolopoulos. Anyway, I mean, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say I have 2 clips from the wrap-up show that
we should go into that.
Beef.
Yeah,
that also apply to the
his
clips
reputation.
we played earlier.
Yeah.
Yep.
37 and 38.
37, 38.
All right, let's do those just for the sake of completion, guys.
Here that you guys have travel plans this summer, and Howard sounds like he's being himself when it comes to the travel plans. But after you went to Italy, I'm sure, and you guys have gone away before.
He's great when we go away. He really is.
I think it's getting him there is the hard part.
Getting him there. But once we're on the plane, I put his headphones on him and he's fine watching his movies. And then we land and then he's fantastic. He's the greatest when we're on vacation.
It literally sounds like you're describing how you would travel with a 5-year-old. I put his headphones on. I put his show on.
Yeah, and he's fine. He's amazing on vacation, believe it or not.
Good.
Well, no one believes it, and you're not convincing anybody of it. So we'll go to the next one, guys. Hostile cat environment.
Breaking.
There's, I know when I go to a restaurant, it says, no more than 75 people on these premises. Is there a limit at your house to what you're taking in?
At this point with my program, I have a lot of people who foster for me as well under my program. So when I feel it's too much for me to handle, you know our house, it's very big. We have separate areas for the animals. But when I feel I'm overwhelmed, then I go to my other, wonderful volunteers that are able to bring them into their home. So yeah, there is no number. It's really what I'm capable of handling.
I know, because when Howard calls you down in the morning and I see you like you're wearing a pair of overalls and you're like, I have work to do.
Yeah.
And it sounds and sometimes it sounds like you're feeding like 15 cats and listen.
There's 40 in my house right now.
You are a genuine saint, because I did not know that you have a cat that can't go to the bathroom unless you. I know.
Cocomelon.
I didn't know that you have to make Cocomelon. How many times a day do you do that?
3 times.
It's insane.
So that
fucking hell, 40 cats. 40 cats.
He must have heard that story at least 5 times. I know I have.
Yeah.
And how can he say he didn't know that?
Yeah.
Either he's the worst producer, which he is, or
tuning out,
or he's just anything to talk her up as Saint Beef and this imaginary world that she's living in. And 40, like, okay, it's a mother and 5 kittens or 6 kittens, so. But you still have to weigh them. You have to keep track of,
grooming.
all their shots and everything. And the mom, I don't want to get into what the mom does, but she keeps them clean.
Yeah.
And the bathroom stuff. She just pushes and pushes and just says, keeps taking on cats until they're overloaded. And this is the hostile environment that Leslie's talking about. I'm very firmly believing this is what she was referencing in this untenable environment.
Oh, Christ almighty.
That's probably harder than me leaving Howard is leaving Coco, because
So did Howard have to do that last night?
Howard wouldn't. Even vets have a hard time with her. She's very tricky with her injury and where the bladder is, and I know her so well. So there's one other vet tech that comes to our house and does that for me when I'm away.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead. Yeah, please.
All right. Let's do some quick, logistical math. That cat needs to be expressed 3 times through its bladder.
Yeah.
3 times a day, morning, afternoon, evening. So that vet is either coming to the house 3 times, which is ridiculous because of where they live, and getting to that place, the labyrinth that you got to go through, which is the Hamptons, or that vet tech is living on the premises, or Consuela is doing it. This is all one big fat lie.
So it's bullshit, and it's Consuela when she says vet tech. Yeah, you think it's just like a civilian basically taking on this thing, because that would run in line with the lawsuit.
It would probably be Leslie's newest replacement. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking okay. Well, okay. I've already got a dedication in mind. I thought about this. Involving one of his favorite suck ass bands and Jimmy Page, who he never stops fucking lathering. The Black Crowes and Jimmy Page did an album back in 2000 called Live at the Greek. And it was all mostly blues covers because I don't think they had the right to do any Led Zeppelin stuff. So, but they did do a few. So no, they did have the right to do a few, but certain ones were handpicked. And just because he's so helpless, let's go with "Hey Hey, What Can I Do?" What about you?
I love it. Well, I was thinking about Sour Shoes and how much I kind of miss him, even though even when they have him on, he's not as great as he once was.
He's on shackles.
I want you to go to jail for this. There's so many great moments with him.
Yeah.
But it occurred to me that he does songs from one of my favorite artists, ELO.
Okay.
And with Beth's phone call and inability to work the phone, I'm going to use Telephone Line from 1976.
Oh, perfect. Great.
And I really love that band. I was never a fan until a couple years ago. I started listening to them and I just got into them. And I'm like, they have so many great hits that people don't even realize.
I thought you were going to go for sure you were going to pick Evil Woman.
Oh, that's too easy. No, I love this song. I love a lot of their songs, but I wanted one that kind of related to the show, and that stood out to me.
They had so many hits. Don't Bring Me Down is a phenomenal song. It sounds so good even today. Like it really does sound like just a barnstorming. The fucking the production, everything about it is perfect.
And Jeff Lynne has the Howie hair, which is great.
Yeah.
But I also looked up Sour Shoes on Cameo.
Okay.
He was doing them for $9, or 19.
Yeah.
But he's not currently on Cameo, and there's like 127 people that want him back.
Yeah.
Which is insanity. Like that he has that much of a fan base, because he does like 10 to 20-minute cameos.
Yes.
For that price is the best bargain you're ever going to get, especially if you're a Stern fan, because he's not polarizing at all. He's just funny and stupid and autistic, and just, you never know what voice is going to come out of him.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask for whatever voices you want. That doesn't mean you're going to get it.
No.
Because he doesn't follow instructions or anything like that. He does his own thing, but he will give you a quality cameo, because
it won't be Ric Flair telling you drunkenly, "Why are you getting married? What the fuck are you doing?"
Like, trust me, one of these days, Fillmore, I am going to send you one, and if you want to play it on the air or whatever, that'll
fantastic.
be great.
I've already toyed with a couple, like to get if Beetlejuice was still doing them, but I don't think he is. I think he's off it as well. I'd love to get a Beetlejuice one.
Yeah, I'd have to look that up. Maybe put it in the comments after this airs. But it's if you guys I signed up for notifications, so when he does come back to Cameo, I'll get notified.
Okay, I'll have to do the same.
So we're all
and get a couple. So anyway, thank you so much, my dear. As always, top notch, top dollar. And thank you to all the listeners. We love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, and make sure you got your vacation plans all sorted out, so you don't have a king baby in your life fuck with you.
Bye, guys.
So many of these people, almost all of them that we see, are so poor and they are so black, and this is going to raise lots of questions for people who are watching the story unfold.
So black.
If they had been less black,
you know what, Halle Berry
cause as many problems.
Halle Berry would have survived.
Right. Why couldn't we have a town full of Halle Berry?
Look at how goddamn black they are.